new here today, we do have the public health officials who are saying that vaccinated teachers and students do not need to wear a mask when inside of school buildings. So U.S. public health officials coming out and saying this here today. And again, many children are getting that vaccine ever since it became available for those who are 12 and older. So U.S. public health officials saying if you're vaccinated, you're a teacher or a student, no longer do you have to wear a mask inside of those school buildings. And this comes shortly after we did have also the CDC saying that if you're fully vaccinated against COVID-19, you do not need a booster shot at this time. So FDA, CDC, NIH, all are engaged in a science-based, rigorous process to consider whether or when a booster might be necessary. I'm going to read out their joint statement that the CDC and FDA had on these vaccine boosters. They say the U.S. is fortunate to have highly effective vaccines that are widely available for those aged 12 and up. People who are fully vaccinated are protected from severe disease and death, including from the variants currently circulating in the country, such as Delta. Now, people who are not vaccinated remain at risk. Virtually all COVID-19 hospitalizations and deaths are among those who are unvaccinated. We encourage Americans who have not yet been vaccinated to get vaccinated as soon as possible to protect themselves and their community. Americans who have been fully vaccinated do not need a booster shot at this time. FDA, CDC, NIH are all engaged in a science-based, rigorous process to consider whether or when a booster might be necessary. This process takes into account laboratory data, clinical trial data, and cohort data, which can include data from specific pharmaceutical companies, but does not rely on those data exclusively. We continue to review any new data as it becomes available, and we'll keep the public informed. We are prepared for booster doses if and when the science demonstrates that they are necessary or needed. So once again, some good news coming to us from both the CDC and public health officials. Again, not only do we not need that booster shot if you're fully vaccinated, but once again, for those students and teachers in the classrooms, if you're fully vaccinated, no longer do you have to wear that mask inside of the school building. So some good news coming to us here on this Friday morning. We're going to send some of you off into a quick 2-minute break. Then we'll go into some more stories that are happening across our country. More to come here on Live Now from Fox after a quick 2 minutes.